What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa channel, where I read you those cryptocurrency news articles so you don't have to. But happy Tuesday. Hope everybody enjoyed their 3-day weekend. It was Memorial Day, so thank you to all those veterans that served, gave their life to this country for our freedom. Yesterday was about a day of remembering them and their families who continue to continue to live on through their legacy and just keep expanding it. So thank you guys out there for serving. Anyone in the military out there right now, just thank you for your service. But yeah, so welcome back to the channel, guys. We have a great show for you today. We got lots of news. Today's also the start of the Bitcoin conference in Vegas. Yes, we got our team down there at booth number 2833. So if you guys are in the Vegas conference, stop by our booth. We have our full team there. Let me see if I can pull up some photos of our team in our booth. Let's see, I'm going to go on Facebook. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, so here's Todd. He is our owner-operator with his wife, Janet, of our Nashville club. And they're down there. Janet did a killer job setting this all up Monday. Here's our booth. Join our club. We have all of our programs, no KYC Bitcoin purchases. We have live online classes, and there's so much stuff you can do. And there's Janet. Check out bitcoinben.io. That takes you to our Bitcoin World Ventures Club. And yeah, just join the club. So lots of great stuff going on. We even got our team like Ed Albert as well. And let's pull him up as well. Let's just show you everything. Like our team is down there. Like, so our phones are probably going to be ringing. But here's Ed. He just made it to the conference. We got Bitcoin Ben cutout, even with an alien, because Roswell, New Mexico, I believe, started collecting Bitcoin as well. But our team is down there. We're going to be killing it. We're going to be having interviews. I think our CEO, Jay, is going to be doing interviews daily on NBC. So I'm looking forward to that. I think, not sure what time. I think he maybe said 2:30. We'll let you guys know on that. But yeah, we'll be streaming the conference on our channel as well. You know, we watch the conference from Bitcoin Magazine on YouTube as well. Just always be sure you choose the correct link, because during these times is when usually scammers like to copy the live streams, throw in their old one. Like here, let me see. Like if you try looking up like Bitcoin conference, Bitcoin 2025, let's see, you're going to see it quite a bit. So see, here's the Bitcoin conference. So this is a legit one because it's from Bitcoin Magazine. Looks like we have an opening speaker going on right now. And then see, copies. We got El Chili Wiz. He's just doing he's streaming what Bitcoin Magazine's doing. And then day one from Madame. So again, so be careful with some of these extra live streams out there. Some of them may have that, you know what it is. They're going to show you the live stream of the video, and then next to it may be a QR code saying, oh, send us 1 Bitcoin, we'll send you 3 back. That's a scam, guys. That's pretty obvious. I hope no one falls for it, but we'll probably be seeing a couple of those pop up this week. Because again, this is the biggest week ever with the Bitcoin conference. Last year we had a president-elect, not president yet, of the United States, but he was at the Nashville conference. But this year we got the Vice President JD Vance going to be speaking at the 2025 conference in Vegas. So big things are happening, and it's going to be an exciting week. So we'll be watching it, streaming it here at the club. So if you didn't make it at Vegas, stop by our Nashville club, Vegas club. We got Steve Blanco still holding the fort in Nashville. I'm not sure who's holding down the fort in our Massachusetts club. It might be Maddie, but I'm holding the fort down here in Sarasota. So we're streaming the conference. We'll be listening to all these interviews. So stop on by and yeah, let's have a discussion on like what these speakers talk about. But let's move on to the news now. What's going on in the crypto space? Like I said, no internet, no problem. Because again, like that's always the biggest concern with people getting crypto. Like what happens if the internet goes out? It's like, well, Bitcoin's kind of just stuck. It's like you can't do anything until the internet's back on. But technically there are ways to send Bitcoin transactions, either through the SMS texting platform, but also through radio waves. And we have a project out there that's going to be using that technology. So even if there is a big internet outage and like government just want to screw everybody over, like there's still ways to access your Bitcoin and move it around, even with that to happen. So let's go through this first article we got. We have a bunch of other adoption news for you, and just say quick, hey, good morning, John Morgan. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, thank you for being here for the live show. So let's go through this news and learn a little bit about what's going on in Bitcoin. So here we go. So this project lets you send Bitcoin without internet access. So a pseudonymous developer has unveiled a hackathon project enabling Bitcoin transactions without internet access via long-range radio waves. That's right. So a new open source project has created infrastructure that will enable users without internet access to send Bitcoin transactions. Now their name is called Darkwire and submitted this to the Bitcoin 2025 official hackathon. The open source project makes use of long-range radio and is designed to enable off-grid communication. Now, it has been conceived and designed by pseudonymous programmer Cyber, who is currently pursuing a degree in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Now, talking to Decrypt, Cyber explained that Darkwire may be necessary or desirable in situations where traditional communicational infrastructures, such as the internet, power grid, or cellular network, is unavailable or controlled. Now, Cyber gave an example of censored or politically sensitive regions, such as Rafah Crossing or Indo-Tibetan border, as well as a disaster areas while infrastructures may have been destroyed or taken offline. Now, Darkwire is for individuals seeking privacy or wishing to bypass surveillance of their communications and transactions. They said that adding that the framework isn't for more casual Bitcoiners out there, but imagine it'd be akin to like the Tor network, but for this specific use case. Now, they add that while Bitcoin is somewhat private, it fails when governments and regimes simply just cut off your internet supply. Now, Darkwire aims to solve this specific issue. So now we don't have to really worry about, oh, what if the government cuts down our internet? Well, this project right here is trying to solve that. So in terms of how Darkwire actually works, Cyber explains that the framework uses long-range radio to create a decentralized mesh network, allowing devices to send small packets of data, such as text messages or Bitcoin transactions, over distances of several kilometers without needing traditional internet connections, cellular networks, or satellites. Now, at least one node in the network needs to be connected to the internet so that the transaction can be pushed to the blockchain for miners to verify it, said Cyber. So again, there still needs to be one miner out there connected to the internet somewhere. So even if it's just a specified, United States doesn't have internet, as long as we have one Bitcoin miner in any other country, or even on a satellite in space running it, we are still good. So aside from long-range radio trans receivers, Darkwire also makes use of microcontrollers such as Arduino Uno to form a mesh network, which is a decentralized network in which multiple nodes are connected to multiple other nodes with no centralized access point. Now, when users want to send a Bitcoin transaction using Darkwire GUI, they specify the recipient address and the amount using local wallets managed by Bitcoin Lib, which is a Python library, Cyber said. Now, once this has been done, the Darkwire graphical user interface generates a signed raw Bitcoin transaction in a hexadecimal format, with a raw transaction hex then being sent from the computer via a serial connection, such as a USB, to a Darkwire node, which is a combined microcontroller and a low radio wave device. Now, they add that Darkwire node takes this transaction data, fragments it into smaller packets if necessary, and then transmits it wirelessly using LoRa. Now, in ideal conditions, each Darkwire node has a range of 10 kilometers with direct line of sight, although in more densely populated environments, the range would be between 3 kilometers and 5 kilometers. Now, in a mesh network, other Darkwire nodes receive these packets and relay them forward, hopping from node to node. And Cyber continues, adding that this process goes on until the transaction data reaches a designed Darkwire node that does have internet access. Now, the internet-connected node acts as an exit point, broadcasting the collected data and verified raw Bitcoin transactions on the global Bitcoin network, where it can then be included in a block, they say. Now, this is just the beginning. At the moment, Darkwire remains an entry in the Bitcoin 2025 official hackathon, but Cyber aims to develop the project further, refining it into a mature open source platform and making it the industry standard in the low-raw-based comms. We're saying low-raw because that stands for low-range radio waves. Now, this obviously cannot be done by me alone, so I appreciate open source contributions as well, said Cyber. Now, the programmer also noted that they've yet to implement several Darkwire features, such as the UTXO retrieval for messages, encryption for messages, and also uploading to Nostr, an open source protocol for transmitting messages. And given that the Darkwire is still very much a work in progress, Cyber acknowledged that it currently has a few limitations that may be resolved over time. Now, this includes the relatively low bandwidth of low-raw radio and low-raw sensitivity to terrain obstacles, as well as the dependence of Darkwire nodes on an internet exit node that could become points of failure. But over time, Darkwire networks growth, such limitations should be significantly improved, providing Bitcoin users in less favorable environments with the means to send transactions and Bitcoin validators elsewhere in the world. And at the time when the world is becoming increasingly authoritarian and undemocratic, Darkwire may end up becoming a vital tool in the ongoing use and growth of Bitcoin. Now, I do hope people living in any kind of authoritarian regimes and states do get to use Darkwire and put the truth out there, said Cyber. So yeah, so even if the situation occurs, the internet goes down, like this technology is here. Now we're just getting actually a network to be able to, a project network we can actually go to and actually utilize and use. Because right now we know that we can send Bitcoin through the usual internet. We know we can send it through radio waves. We can also send it through SMS text messaging out there. But like these two, the radio waves and the text messaging, it's not easily accessible. There's not many ways to do it because there weren't so many projects out there. But now we have Darkwire who is solving the radio one. So in case the internet went down in your location, you still have the ability to be able to send that Bitcoin. So again, so there's nothing to worry about for if you guys are wondering of like, what if the internet goes down? Like, it's fine. Bitcoin will still be there. And if you need to do a transaction, you may be using these guys to send that Bitcoin over. But yeah, so I just wanted to point this out for you, just keep you guys aware of what's going on. Now let's move on to our next news article. Just more adoption going on worldwide with crypto, blockchain, just what's going on around the world. So this next one is blockchain.com expands into Africa as local crypto rules take shape. So yes, so blockchain.com is opening a Nigerian office as part of its expansion into African markets, showing regulatory progress. Now, blockchain.com is stepping up its presence in Africa, targeting markets where governments are beginning to implement crypto regulations. The UK-based exchange plans to open a physical office during the second quarter in Nigeria, its fastest growing market in West Africa, along with broader expansion efforts in Ghana, Kenya, and South Africa, according to a May 27th report from Bloomberg. Now, Nigeria has taken meaningful steps toward creating a clear framework for crypto. Owenzi Odia, blockchain.com's general manager for Africa, reportedly said that the moves come as global sentiment shifts, including political tailwinds from the United States, where President Donald Trump's pro-crypto stance has encouraged industry's expansion. Now, Nigeria and Ghana lead in the crypto regulations over there. While cryptocurrency trading remains restricted in many African countries, some, including Nigeria and Ghana, are taking steps toward creating a legal framework for exchanges. Now, Odia said that the company is prioritizing a license application in Nigeria, which recently enacted a new securities law covering digital assets. And Ghana's central bank released draft guidelines indicating plans to begin regulating crypto platform by September 2025, while Kenya is still in the research phase. Now, Odia added that such signals of regulatory intent are key to blockchain.com's expansion's decision. The exchange sees the region's youthful population and currency instability as factors fueling crypto's adoptions right now. Now, Cointelegraph reached out to blockchain.com for comment, but did not receive a response by publication. But blockchain.com claims that 37 million verified users and 92 million wallets and over $1 trillion in transaction volumes, according to its website. In 2022, blockchain.com closed a funding round that saw its valuation spike from $5.2 billion to $14 billion just less than 2 months before the collapse of the Do Kwon's Terra ecosystem. However, a $110 million Series E financial round in 2023 more than halved its 2022 valuation. So that's what's been going on with blockchain.com, but looks like they're still growing. But South Africa leads in the crypto race. South Africa is emerging as a front runner in Africa's crypto race, with the country positioning itself as a regional hub for digital assets. According to Ben Kaesling, chief marketing officer at Johannesburg-based crypto exchange Valor, South Africa's strong legal infrastructure and business-friendly environment make an ideal launchpad for crypto companies looking to expand across the continent. Now, in September of 2024, interview with Cointelegraph, Kaesling emphasized that regulatory clarity is a major factor drawing both local and international players to South Africa, and the momentum continues to build, with the Financial Sector Conduct Authority approving 59 crypto platform licenses by March 2024, and as over 260 applications still remain under review. So they still got some work to do, but they approved 59 right now, and they still have a handful more that they're probably going to go through. Because yeah, Ghana and Nigeria have been pretty popular with crypto and Bitcoin's adoption. They worked on CBDCs before during like the mid 2020 time span. Like we heard about all the news what they're trying out. But it looks like now they're expanding more into the exchange, just bringing it. Their rules are being a little bit more what is it? Their rules are being a little bit more lenient now, again, because ever since Trump took office, like the world has definitely changed. The race is on. So now people are going, oh, maybe we should start following these rules and like maybe follow like how the US is having some financial government roles as advisors in it. So yeah, so the rest of the world is seeing that. And other than Kenya and Nigeria, we even got Pakistan like following this framework. And that is our next article. So Pakistan appoints World Liberty financial advisor to key government role on crypto. So Bilal bin Saqib has been tapped to lead a strategy as Islamabad embraces a crypto mining and ties with a controversial US crypto project. So the Pakistani government has appointed a special assistant to the prime minister on the blockchain and cryptocurrency, mirroring the US approach to the state involvement in the digital asset sector, according to local media reports on Monday. Now, the newly created role has been given to Bilal bin Saqib, who has achieved a chief advisory role to the financial minister and the CEO of Pakistan's Crypto Council. Now, a graduate of the London School of Economics, bin Saqib was featured in Forbes 30 Under 30 and received an MBE from King Charles III for his work in social impact. Now, this appointment comes as Pakistan ramps up its efforts to position itself as a crypto-friendly economy. Now, this week, the government announced plans to allocate 2,000 megawatts of surplus electricity to Bitcoin mining as part of the broader plan to support mining and AI data centers. The initiative, driven by the Pakistani Crypto Council, is aimed at generating revenue, creating high-tech jobs, and attracting foreign investment. Former Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao also joined the council as an advisor in early April after serving a 4-month U.S. prison sentence for violating the anti-money laundering laws with Binance. But as in the U.S., Pakistan's crypto embrace has raised concerns. The push follows a sharp decline in foreign direct investments, down 45% in February compared to a year earlier, according to the English language outlet in Pakistan Today. And in January, Pakistan hired a U.S. lobbyist to facilitate meetings in Washington. During a visit, the country's interior minister reportedly appealed for more U.S. investment, according to the Wall Street Journal. And shortly after, it began to forge ties with Trump-linked crypto project World Liberty Finance. Now, bin Saqib became an advisor to the project in April, shortly after a visit to Pakistan by co-founder Zach Wickoff. During the visit, Wickoff and his co-founder signed an MOU with the ministry that opens up the possibility of World Liberty's stablecoin being used in the country for trade and remittances. World Liberty Finance has been contacted for comment, and the Wall Street Journal also reported that Zhao was helping facilitate some of the introductions for World Liberty's foreign travels. Now, Zhao denied the claims and called the article another hit piece, but that's what's going on. So yeah, so more countries are still, again, are adopting everybody's strategy right now. Like the race is on. Like, again, like, so countries are following Trump by having like an advisory role. Countries are starting to mine Bitcoin more because they realize like they won't be able to gather. Like, guys, the race is on for people want like, say, 1 million Bitcoin on their balance sheets. There's not enough Bitcoin to go around. There's only 21 million. And so Saylor's company strategy is already a major head player. Like that company may be the first one to get 1 million Bitcoin. Then there's 21 Capital. It's one of those two. But then we got the governments and states out there also trying to acquire 1 million. It's not going to happen for everybody. So, and because again, like the exchanges are very low on liquidity as well. So once like they're done getting from the miners, small peer-to-peer players out there, they'll be forced to go to the exchanges, liquidate everything out, and then pretty much like all the small little guys will be stuck with their crypto on exchanges. That's why we say don't leave your crypto on exchanges, because this time could happen where they'll put like a pause and I go, oh, whoa, you cannot take out that much because they need to use it for themselves too. So they'll be giving you limits soon. Like it's like, oh, you can take out 2,000 Satoshis a day. And a Satoshi is the smallest unit of Bitcoin if you didn't know it. So that's 1/100th of a millionth of a Bitcoin. So like we're going to get to that point. So guys, collect your Bitcoin, but get it in your own custody right now, because all this news we keep getting, Pakistan getting involved with Bitcoin, blockchain.com with Africa is moving on, Strategy still buying more Bitcoin. Again, that's right. They purchased another 4,020 Bitcoin over the weekend around the price of 110,000. So they aren't stopping. Like their holdings now is, let's see, is at 580,250 Bitcoin. They're almost at 600,000 Bitcoin. So these guys are definitely going to be the ones to do it. So guys, it's just let you know. But again, also people are following the strategy plan too as well. So it's not just the states and governments like getting in on this. Like companies are pulling the strategies. Like, oh, let's borrow against some money in like a share stocks, debt, and let's buy Bitcoin that's holding our balance sheets. And companies are seeing that their stocks will increase because of that. So even companies out there are acquiring Bitcoin as well. So just keep that in mind. Now, let's see what else is going on. Oh yeah, more news on just acquisition of like just how much these guys are planning to buy. So Donald Trump's firm sets ambitious $3 billion fund to buy Bitcoin and other cryptos. So again, people are just gobbling up Bitcoin as much as possible. Now, Trump Media and Technology Group, the company behind the social media platform TruthSocial, is reportedly planning to raise around $3 billion to invest in cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin. Now, this move, highlighted in a recent Financial Times report, aims to secure $2 billion in fresh equity and in addition $1 billion through a convertible bond. However, the details surrounding this capital raise, including the timing and size, may still be subject to change. Now, Trump Media dismissed reports as fake news, but in response to inquiries regarding the report, the president's media company dismissed both Reuters and Financial Times as fake news outlets. While the White House has not confirmed on the matter, the company has been actively exploring potential mergers and acquisitions to diversify its offerings into financial services, signaling a strategic shift beyond its original social media. Now, last month, Trump Media reached a binding agreement to launch various retail investment products in line with Trump's America First policies. And these products are expected to include cryptocurrency investments and exchange-traded funds. Although the initiative has drawn scrutiny from the government, ethics, and regulatory authorities, the anticipated capital raise, yet to be publicized, confirmed by the president's working group, is set to coincide with a major meeting for cryptocurrency investors and advocates this week, where figures such as Vice President J.D. Vance and Trump's sons, Donald Jr. and Eric Trump, are expected to speak at the Bitcoin conference. So we get these three key players to speak here at the event this week. So can't wait to see what they're going to discuss. Now, critics also have slammed the president's crypto dinner. Oh yeah, I saw some articles out there. They claimed that he was serving Walmart filet mignons and everything. But this meeting follows an exclusive dinner hosted by President Trump for the top investors in the cryptocurrency meme coin Trump, held at his golf club outside Washington, D.C. Now, the event attracted approximately 220 of the largest purchasers of the Trump meme coin, which was launched just days before Trump's inauguration. But critics have labeled the dinner as a glaring example of corruption and conflict of interest, with protesters gathering outside the venue holding signs that read "Stop Crypto Corruption" and "No Kings." I didn't see the crypto corruption. I just saw videos of them saying like "Stop Crypto." I was like, what? So yeah, but Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren and other opponents condemned the dinner during a press conference, branding it an orgy of corruption. The ethical implications of Trump's ventures into the cryptocurrency space has raised significant concerns among critics, particularly regarding the intersection of politics and personal profit. Now, beyond the personal investment, Trump's family is also heavily involved in the cryptocurrency sector. Donald Jr. and Eric Trump have been engaging in various ventures, including American Bitcoin, a new Bitcoin mining company in collaboration with Hut 8. Now, at the time of the writing, the market-leading cryptocurrency Bitcoin trades just above 109,000, registering a notable 15% surge in the monthly frame. And the president's official meme coin, on the other hand, records a 19% drop toward $12. The same period as the dinner party fell to boost the token's price. But I did kind of see that happening. I kind of saw the Trump meme coin was just going to get that pump until the dinner because it was an incentive. If you held most of it or for the longest amount of time, yeah, that was going to raise the price. But after that, unless they do anything else, I was expecting the dip to happen right after it. So it just makes sense. But that's basically all of our news on governments, people, businesses acquiring Bitcoin, as well as the what happens if the internet goes down. Bitcoin's still fine. But that's those news articles. Let's take a quick ad break right now, and then we will be back with some more news. So here we go.
Attention visionaries and pioneers, the future of wealth is here, and it's spelled Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Introducing the exclusive Loans for Bitcoin program at the Bitcoin Men Crypto Club, where your good credit unlocks 0% interest loans for up to 2 years, or term loans up to $250,000 spread over 7 to 12 years. Why wait? Use this capital to acquire the world's fastest appreciating asset, Bitcoin. With prices hovering around $94,000 and projections aiming much higher by the year's end, the time to act is now. Leverage isn't just for Wall Street anymore. Arbitrage the low cost of your loan against Bitcoin's explosive growth. It's smart finance for the modern investor. And privacy matters. Our no KYC Bitcoin purchase program ensures you buy and self-custody your assets in your own wallet, your keys, your Bitcoin, your future. And as the world shifts to digital currencies, be ahead of the curve. Front-run corporations, governments, in this greatest financial revolution of our times. I'm Jay Bose, CEO of Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club. Call or text us today at 941-413-6920 and get started on that loan application. Secure your legacy. You will thank yourself tomorrow.
Yes, and guys, if you want to know more about our programs out there for what the club can offer you, check out our website, bbccprograms.com, for more info on just the programs. But if you want a more deeper dive on those programs, you do got to be a member. So sign up for the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club if you want to be a part of any of those programs out there, because you do got to be a member. That is our rules. Now let's continue on with the news. What else is going on in the crypto space? Well, it looks like Bitcoin Well is integrating with Nostr Bitcoin purchases via DM. So now you can purchase Bitcoin through a social media platform, but not just anyone, a decentralized social media platform, Nostr. So it's a cool platform you should check out because you can earn Satoshis with your posts and everything. So yeah, let's learn a little bit more about this partnership. So Bitcoin Well now allows US users to buy Bitcoin directly through Nostr via DMs. So Bitcoin Wells Inc., otherwise known as BTCW, OTCQB, and BCNWF, has launched an integration with Nostr, allowing U.S. customers to buy Bitcoin directly through direct messages on the decentralized social protocol, according to a press release sent to Bitcoin Magazine. Now, users can link their Nostr identifier, the NPUB, to their Bitcoin Wells account and purchase. So if you have a Nostr account, you do have an NPUB or an identifier. So this is how you would do it. And now you can purchase Bitcoin by just sending a specific command via direct messages. The transaction draws from the user's cash balance and sends the purchase Bitcoin to their existing Lightning wallet for security. Now, Nostr is a decentralized social media protocol, which is a censorship resistant and runs on a network of relays rather than centralized servers. This means that users have full control over their messages and their message servers. It also adds a layer of protection for the customer's privacy. Now, the integration simplifies the process of buying Bitcoin by allowing just users to make purchases directly through the social platform they already use. Now, as a censorship-resistant protocol, Nostr ensures Bitcoin Well and its customers have full control, avoiding restrictions and potential censorship. Now, this is a great achievement for our team, said the founder and CEO of Bitcoin Well, Adam O'Brien, and he said that we are deeply committed to make buying Bitcoin directly to self-custody better than using a custodial exchange. So this is a huge step in the right direction, and we are meeting Bitcoiners where they are and allowing them to buy Bitcoin safely. Now, users can link their NPUB to their Bitcoin Well account to enable Bitcoin purchases via direct messages. Commands like buy $21 or stack 69,000 sats initiate a transaction, which is confirmed by sending/confirm. Now, the purchase uses funds from the user's Bitcoin Wells cash balance, and the Bitcoin is delivered over the Lightning Network to a pre-registered wallet address. So it's going to be that simple to do. So not bad. It's a way to go, Nostr, for just expanding the decentralized social media aspect of Bitcoin as well, and now making purchases on there. Can't get much easier. So that's pretty cool. I'll let you guys know about it. I may even get it a try. I do have a Nostr account on my phone, which I sometimes post on. So I'll definitely probably give it a try, see how it works, and I'll give you my full review on it later. But yeah, awesome job. Now, what other enhancements or upgrades are happening to probably current platforms we use? Well, it looks like Exodus, definitely our main wall we like promoting here. We know the guys. We like how it's a closed source ecosystem. But it looks like they're launching an XOPay, which is an in-app Bitcoin and crypto purchase solution. So yes, so Exodus introduces XOPay, allowing instant Bitcoin buying with its mobile wallet powered by CoinMe's API and designed for US users seeking secure self-custody of digital assets. Now, I just want to say, though, this is a great feature to be added on to everything, but a rule I personally have is I don't purchase crypto off the wallet that I'm storing my crypto on, because the moment you make that purchase, usually there's a KYC process in it. So if it's a third party, so the CoinMe's API, or is it's the XOPay, you got to do a KYC with them. And so the moment you do that, you bought it, and then it automatically goes into your Exodus wallet. That just exposes your wallet to the KYC feature. So it's a nice feature to have on there. So maybe if you do it like on your side phone, but not your main vault for crypto, that's cool. But that's just a little rule I like to do for myself. Just keep everything separate. I'll buy my crypto on a separate platform, and then I'll just move it over into my wallet just to keep things a little bit more hidden. Because when I send it over to my self-custody wallet, I'm not giving any information that's my wallet. I'm not giving them my name. I'm not giving my email, nothing. I'm just giving them a wallet address, and then do the transaction on the blockchain. That's it. So I'm trying to keep my privacy and transactions as hidden as possible, and that's what I like to do. But yeah, Exodus has officially launched XOPay, which is a new crypto purchasing feature that allows users to buy and sell digital assets directly within the Exodus mobile wallet, and is now live across the United States. Now, XOPay aims to simplify the process for its users to easily purchase cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Now, XOPay is powered by CoinMe's Crypto as a Service API platform and is a self-custody Bitcoin wallet. This means that customers can now purchase Bitcoin within the wallet without going through a third-party exchange while keeping full control of their assets. Now, XOPay represents our commitment to making cryptocurrency more accessible to everyday customers, said JP Richardson, the co-founder and CEO of Exodus, in a recent press release sent to Bitcoin Magazine. He said, by integrating the purchasing process directly into our mobile wallet, we're removing barriers and simplifying the journey from fiat to crypto and back. So with XOPay, Exodus offers a self-custodial way to complete the Bitcoin transaction, and this rollout is part of Exodus's broader mission to make digital assets more secure as the demand for Bitcoin is increasing. Now, by creating a Web2 checkout experience into a Web3 self-custody wallet, Exodus has set a new bar for crypto user experience, said Neil Burquest, CEO and co-founder of the CoinMe. Exodus's innovative integration of CoinMe's API delivers a seamless in-app purchase flow and users expect while keeping them in full control of their assets. Because, they're keeping their full control of their assets because, once they make that purchase, it flows straight into their wallet. So that's a good thing, because the other option, you go to Coinbase or you go to Cash App, you go to Uphold, you purchase it there, and then you got to send it to your wallet. Versus this way, it's like you click buy, and then it automatically goes into your wallet. So it does make it simpler, and then people do want that. It's like, why do I got to go to this thing? Well, it's for your security and safety, but if you just want it simpler and to sacrifice some of that, go for it. Here's the option for you. So that's pretty cool that Exodus is doing that. Now, let's move on to our next article, where Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, is in their beta testing of money transfers on their platform. That's right. And Musk confirmed it. So Musk confirms X Money beta testing ahead of planned 2025 launch. So initial testing of the payment and banking app will be limited of extreme care and must be taken when people's savings are involved, said Elon. Now, X Money, the payment and banking app tipped by Elon Musk in 2022, after acquiring Twitter, has started beta testing, and Musk confirmed in an X post on May 25th that Tesla owner Silicon Valley, a fan X account focused on Elon Musk and Tesla, took to X on May 25th to report that Musk has confirmed that X is launching X Money soon. So here was the fan account, Tesla owner Silicon Valley, and he was pointing out that confirmed by X launching the X Money soon, and then we got Elon Musk commenting on it. So this will be very limited access beta at first, but when people's savings are involved, extreme care must be taken. So Elon Musk is being very careful with this. But the billionaire businessman subsequently jumped onto the X thread to confirm the news, writing that the test will be very limited access beta at first, because again, when people's savings are involved, extreme care must be taken. Now, X Money is expected to launch in 2025, and Musk confirmation comes amid X Money's planned launch this year, according to the platform's account. So they have an official account as X Money. Now, Musk's silent confirmation of X Money trials followed a series of reports suggesting the platform may launch this year based on alleged software code leaks in January. Now, X has been actively working to obtain multiple transmitter licenses for X Money across the United States, having secured 41 so far, and according to the nationwide multi-state licensing system. So X Money plans date back to 2022, so they have been working on this for some time. So some of the earlier public indications of Musk's plan to integrate the payments into X date back to October 2022, when Musk referred to his $44 billion Twitter acquisition as an accelerant to creating X and the Everything app. So in 2023, Twitter rebranded to X, with CEO Linda Laccarino disclosing that the social media app plans to feature unlimited interactivity, supporting multiple media formats and feature payments and banking. Now, at the time, many speculated that the platform would likely support cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and the payment platform was reportedly expected to be launched in mid 2024. But we all know that didn't happen since it's 2025 now. But the platform apparently gathered more steam, with US President Donald Trump taking office in January and appointing Musk as the head of the Department of Government Efficiency Workforce Optimization Initiative. Now, heavily involved in the administration through Doge, Musk quickly received pushback from U.S. officials like the U.S. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren, who criticized X Payments' platform in February. She said that Musk has lost money hand over fist on X, so he has the idea of X becoming a big money platform where he would get everyone's personal financial data, Warren said, referring to Musk's effort to dismantle her agency, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So yeah, she's just spreading like nascence out there. He's going to take over our job. He's going to take over our system. Oh no, this is bad. Let's spread some fun news. He's been losing money with X all this time, but the moment he took over X, he cleaned house. It was crazy how fast he did it. And then he walks in with a sink, that famous meme saying, "Hey Twitter, let this sink in." So yeah, that's just Elizabeth Warren just spreading her fun news, going, "Oh, we got to stop him. This is going to be bad." But nope, this is actually pretty cool news because we've been wanting this ever since they've been talking about since the 2022. So yeah, so we'll see if it does get rolled out in 2025. But again, things have been more lenient since Trump took office. So yeah, I'll keep you guys informed on what's going on and if and when this guys does get officially launched. So I'll let you guys know. Now let's move on to our final article of the evening, just talking about stablecoin giant Circle files for an IPO in New York City at 6.7 billion valuation. That's right, the USDC stablecoin issuer Circle is pushing ahead with plans to go public on the New York Stock Exchange per an SEC filing. Now here's the latest. Now, again, people have also been wondering about the XRP, Coinbase purchasing of Circle, and it's not going to happen. Circle just set the record straight. No talks of sell to Coinbase or Ripple have been taking place, so nothing to worry about there. But let's hear about what is actually happening with Circle. So stablecoin issue Circle is hoping to raise as much as $624 million for its much anticipated initial public offering. The crypto giant, which is behind USD Coin, the seventh biggest digital asset in existence, filed paperwork for the Securities and Exchange Commission Tuesday saying it would offer 24 million shares for $24 to $26 each, and the firm is targeting a $6.7 billion fully diluted valuation. Now, Circle filed an S1 form last month announcing its plans to go public, and the latest company making moves to bring the fast-moving and sometimes convoluted world of crypto to the mainstream. Now, and it has big backers. We got Kathy Wood from ARK Investments said it has interest in buying up to 150 million of the shares in the IPO, said the filing. And Circle is expected to trade on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker. I'm not speaking right. So the stock exchange, you'll see the ticker as CRCL. So if you're looking for that specific stock, this is it right here. But Circle's crypto product, USDC, is one of the most important digital assets out there. Traders use stablecoins to enter and exit transactions. The digital tokens are considered the backbone of the crypto economy. And a total of $6.8 billion worth of USDC tokens have traded hands in the past day. CoinGecko data shows that by making it the fourth largest cryptocurrency in terms of volume, and USDC's market cap is currently valued at $61.5 billion. Now, USDC was launched by Circle and America's biggest crypto exchange, Coinbase, in 2018 via the Center Consortium. Coinbase, which went public in 2021, took an equity stake in Circle in August 2023 amid the dissolution of the consortium. Now, Circle tried to go public in 2022 via SPAC, but scrapped the plans last year. Rumors circulated that the firm would try again. Amid IPO plans, Circle has reported been the target of the acquisition attempts in April. Bloomberg reported the crypto payment giants Ripple made a $4 to $5 billion offer to Circle, but was rebuffed due to the offering being too low. And again, like with that, we got the word saying, nope, nothing's going on. They're not going to sell. But yeah, so that's what's going on with Circle. So they're going to be going public. And yeah, again, if you want to buy that ticker, that stock, it's CRCL, where I do that. I don't know, I try to avoid stocks, but I'm I got some Bitcoin sitting on Robinhood, just like, do I want to play with that? No. So I got funds over there. We'll see if I want to test that, because again, I kind of want to play that game of just seeing, like, just putting a little bit in every single company that's acquiring a strategy plan, because we're already seeing that, like, anybody who picks up the strategy plan, their stock price goes up, and hey, that could be more Bitcoin. So I'll probably play around with that. But for you guys out there, if you don't have any Bitcoin, just buy the Bitcoin first, because that's what you want in your wallet. It's scarce. You want to be sure it's in your custody before we go belly up, and who knows when Bitcoin will be $1 million valuation. Like, it's going to get there, guys. Like, that's still a prediction. Bitcoin will be $1 million one day. Not by the end of this year. Maybe in the years 2030s. We got some people talking about that now. But no, like, I think this year's speculation, by the end of 2025, Bitcoin will be around like $250,000. And I think we're just going to keep going up. That's just what I think, not financial advice. I just read the news, I follow the news, and I see what's going on in a long-term basis, not just short-term trading. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. But that's it for the news. Let's see where we're at with the Fear and Greed Index. Let me click it refresh on this page. We are at a 68 in greed territory right now. We're still greedy, so we're not fearful. Bitcoin all seasons at 23. So again, everything's still just revolving about Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's currently at 110,000. Ethereum is at 2,600, and XRP is at $2.34. So that's the news for you. That's everything I got. I'm going to be heading out to the office now, the floor. We're going to be watching some of the Bitcoin conference. I can't wait to hear Ross Ulbright talk. You remember him from the Silk Road. He was just pardoned, released. And yes, I really want to hear what he has to say. So we're going to be watching it here at the club. We'll be streaming ours as well. So yeah, Bitcoin Ben's getting his stream set up. We got Dr. J going to be doing interviews on the floor as well. So guys, like, let's just tune in and see like what's exactly going to happen this week, because there's going to be probably a lot of discussions, a lot of talk, and a lot of bullish news for Bitcoin. So everyone take care. Hope you had a great weekend, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more crypto news. So love you guys.
In a world where your data is constantly under attack, one company stands for your digital freedom. Introducing Calyx Solutions, your gateway to ultimate online privacy and secure cryptocurrency trading. Meet the Liberty Laptop. With its modified OS and advanced tracking prevention, it's your shield against surveillance. Access restricted areas, use recommended security software, and browse with confidence. Your digital footprint? Virtually non-existent. For the crypto pros, we present the Crypto Laptop. Pre-configured on premium hardware for secure trading. Optimized for your favorite wallets and exchanges, it's the fortress your digital assets deserve. Both laptops come with expert individual training and support. You're never alone in your journey to digital empowerment. At Calyx Solutions, we put you in control. No more worrying about data breaches or compromised transactions. Ready to join the revolution? Visit calyxsolutions.io and choose your perfect laptop today. Plus, become an affiliate and earn while sharing the power of digital freedom. Calyx Solutions. Unlock your digital freedom. Give us a call or text at 702-845-8276 or visit us directly at calyxsolutions.io.